Show me what you're
Excuse me, Rick. You have a phone call.
Yeah, Lisa, I'm in the middle of something here. Tell them I'll call them back later.
You'll need to take this one. It's head office.
Head office? They hardly ever called. Did they say what they wanted?
No, but from her tone, it sounds important.
Okay. You deal with Maggie, and I'll be right back.
What was you helping with? I don't know how to do
that. Hello, this is Rick Mercer, store manager speaking.
Hello, Rick. Julie Kelper from head office speaking. We have a serious problem.
Okay.
We've been contacted by the bank. They've been investigating a spate of skimming incidents in and around your area. And their investigation has indicated that your store is the common denominator.
My store?
Yes. Every single person who's had their account cleaned out used their card at your store.
Hold on. I thought this sort of thing only went on in small businesses.
Afraid not, Rick. Any business using terminals is at risk of skimming, even a franchise the size of ours.
Okay. So what do we do now?
Well, the bank intends to switch off all your terminals immediately. They'll have to be taken away and checked by the police to see if they've been modified for skimming. I just hope we can keep this out of the media. This could really damage our brand.
Why did this happen in my store?
Criminals have come up with some highly sophisticated ways of capturing confidential information from the cards of your customers. That information is then used to steal their money.
The last time that I used my card was in this shop, and now my account has been cleared out.
This is a type of skimming.
Definitely not.
High-tech fraud that can have a devastating impact.
All my savings are gone.
So you need to know how to reduce the risk of it happening in your business.
I'm just going to have to call the police, and you'll just have to explain it to them.
The threat skimming poses to your business is too big to ignore. A loss of customers, loss of income, and damage to both your reputation and credibility as a business are all real possibilities, unless you take the proper preventative measures. The first video focused on what terminal operators can do to prevent and detect skimming, so check it out if you haven't done so already. This second video contains additional information on what you can do to further combat skimming in your business. Remember, this method of payment is essential to the success of your business and is very safe and secure.
Why did this happen in my store?
But any business, big or small, that uses terminals is potentially at risk without the right safeguards.
We're asking you to be alert to the threat of skimming and take some simple preventative measures to help eliminate the risk.
Let's firstly recap the methods of skimming used by criminals.
I'd like to pay.
Card, thanks.
Card?
Yeah.
So-called traditional skimming is where a customer's card is swiped illegally through a portable skimmer which records confidential card information. The illegal modification of terminals is another skimming method used by criminals. The illegally modified terminal captures and stores the customer's card information and may also capture the PIN number as the customer keys it in.
Thank you, there's your card.
Inserting a recording device inside the terminal is one way of stealing a card PIN number. Other methods include the use of a pinhole camera hidden in close proximity to the terminal or hidden in a false ceiling above the terminal. Even your own security cameras can be used by criminals to record a PIN number. Criminals typically swap or take away a terminal for skimming by creating a distraction.
I'll get that. Yeah, sure. No, that's okay. That's all right.
Or making their move when a terminal is left unattended.
Been sent to service your terminal? Yeah, go for it.
Audacious criminals may even pose as a service technician to get your terminal.
Well done. Thank you.
Stolen card information is then typically transferred to a fake card and then used to get cash from an ATM.
It's essential to know your terminals. Operators should conduct a daily check of their terminal at the start of each shift. It's therefore imperative you establish a standard procedure as this will help in the speedy detection of a modified terminal in your business. Show your staff how to do these checks and make sure they follow your standard procedure on a daily basis.
At the start of every shift, staff need to check that their terminal, 1, looks the same as before and has no damage, 2, has the same type and number of cables, 3, has the correct serial number, 4, prints receipts with the right business name and address, and 5, is clear of any item or hole in the ceiling or walls where a pinhole camera may be hidden.
Hey Perry, something's not right here.
If they answer no to any of these, they should advise their supervisor immediately.
And if you are the supervisor or person in charge, check for yourself to validate the concern. Disconnect and remove the terminal, store the terminal somewhere safe, and contact your service provider.
Keep in mind your service provider can give you a daily checklist if you need it.
In addition to the daily checks, we suggest you or a trusted staff member conduct a comprehensive check of all terminals on the premises on a frequent basis.
To support these checks, record key information about your terminals, including the make, model and serial number, the location of the terminal, and the type of cables connected to the terminal. It's also worthwhile taking note of any security stickers on the terminal, as well as their exact position. Store the information securely. Ensure all staff who use the terminal can easily find and refer to it. Your service provider can give you tools to help you manage your terminals. There may be times when you or staff cannot avoid leaving a terminal unattended, like when serving a customer or fetching new stock. But an unattended terminal is an easy target for criminals.
Protect your terminals as vigilantly as you would protect cash. You'd never leave an unattended cash drawer wide open. Remember, it only takes a few moments for a terminal to be removed or swapped.
So ensure there's a place for your staff to put the terminal that is not within reach of customers, preferably out of sight in a secure location. Make sure they do this any time the terminal is left unattended, even when the store is closed.
You need to take preventative measures to ensure criminals don't use cameras to record customer PIN numbers.
There you go, pin and OK.
Pinhole cameras can be hidden in objects or boxes near the terminal, such as in product displays or leaflet dispensers. We therefore strongly encourage you to keep the space surrounding a terminal clear at all times.
Pinhole cameras have also been found mounted in a false ceiling above a terminal, so check for them.
And ensure security cameras adequately cover the terminal area, but are not able to record the PIN as it is entered by a customer. If you want to know more about securing your terminals, please contact your service provider. Be aware that staff may be approached by criminals and bribed into helping them with skimming in your business.
Even if staff refuse a bribe, they may be intimidated, coerced or threatened into assisting criminals with skimming.
So educate staff about what to do if approached by criminals, as well as the risks involved.
Provide a safe and confidential way for staff to report any inappropriate approach. We also encourage you to do background checks on new staff and limit the number of staff authorised to administer terminals.
Educating staff is essential to the prevention and detection of skimming in your business. Keep them alert to the threat at all times. They also need to be able to check the terminal and surrounding area for any signs of illegal modification. And they must be able to take action immediately if they do notice anything suspicious.
Hold on, I thought this sort of thing only went on in small businesses.
Afraid not, Rick.
Skimming is a risk to any business that uses terminals.
Even a franchise the size of ours.
You could lose customers, income and business reputation.
I just hope we can keep this out of the media. This could really damage our brand.
But there are some simple things you can do to reduce the risk of it happening in your business. 1. Know your terminals. Record key information about terminals and ensure daily checks are done. 2. Secure your terminals. Ensure terminals are secured when unattended and that pinhole cameras are not hidden. 3. Know your staff. And 4. Educate your staff. There are also posters, brochures and stickers available that summarise the key points.
Talk to you about some anti-skimming techniques that I might be able to...
Contact your service provider if you would like more of these, or if you have any more questions about skimming.
arrange that.
Your service provider can give you tools to help you manage your terminals.
By following these recommendations, you are helping in the fight against crime and helping to eliminate the risk of skimming.